Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tyranny. Last time was a long time ago. Sorry about that. Last week was a bit busy, I didn't manage to put a video up. Anyway, so the last time we actually played, which was 2 weeks ago, we've started going on by ourselves. We are currently going it alone, becoming our own Archon, so to speak. Ah, okay. We're now looking for two things. Our main quest will involve finding the Dauntless Blade. That is the Blade of the Unbroken. That Blade Mark told us to get, and we're also looking to get into the old walls. So we're looking to find ourselves, making ourselves into an old wall. So, into an Archon. We're looking to make ourselves into an Archon, the Archon of the Spires, perhaps. I think it's Archon of the Spires, as far as I'm aware. And for that, we're going to go to the infested old walls, because we're going to work our way towards the Spire. So we're going to start there and work our way towards the Spire. Hopefully we can do that all in one go.
I'm not one for superstition, but every hair on the back of my neck is standing at attention.
Okay, we got...
Calm yourself. There's just a chill in the air.
No, it's something else.
Okay, so we have some Bane here. Wisps, which are vulnerable to fire. If they're vulnerable to fire, they get killed by me.
Heads up.
The fight hath begun. Go for group taunt on them.
Are you afraid of death?
Which you missed on everything. You grazed everyone, in fact. Shameful. Okay, so get in there. You cast what you need to cast. We'll move all around here, and we're going to cast Rhyme Fireball, because we can get all of them, I think, with Rhyme Fireball.
I got it.
Ooh, nicely done.
Too easy.
Oh, beautifully done. Move in there and do some ranged melee combat. And go for that. Ooh, beautifully done.
That's how it's fucking done.
Blue. Rude. Unnecessarily rude, I think.
Out, you little shit.
Goddamn verse.
On it.
We are definitely far stronger than we were before. Okay, we are definitely things to be picking up here. Okay, so... Peridot, that is sellables. As you have since learned, gems are just for selling.
Will do.
Okay, we got some corpses, we've got a potion of protection and a whetstone. I should probably be using those items more and more, but Twisting Flame won't reach. Okay, so then we could, of course, the Scourge is vulnerable to ice. Okay, so anyway, let's just make a move.
I'm not here to make friends.
Okay, so right, we got some. We'll put a Rhyme Fireball there anyway, because that'll hit this guy. You go for a Rhyme Spike on this guy here. Although the chance to hit him is really low.
Will do. Skeleton out by your ass.
Did you just fail that? Yeah, it did, didn't you? Sanan, you just missed everyone with your Rhyme Fireball. That's just inconvenient at this point.
You dent.
So you managed to hit the... That's nice, thank you very much. You managed to hit that. Move over there, then
That's a negative.
hit with that.
You dent.
Immune to Mage Fire, fine. Get in there, and you can't even hit him properly. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. Do a Fulmination.
Can't do that.
No, hang on. Fulmination? Fulmination. Fulmination is useless because they're immune to fire, so go for Electric Jolt.
Will do.
In fact, you can actually go for a heal. Restoring Touch on
I'll take care of it.
Verse. Please, thank you. Okay. Electric Jolt as well. Yeah, you got that as well.
Take care of it.
That'll help out. Charged Fist.
That's how it's fucking done.
Easy there first. Come on. Good. 87 damage to the Scourge. Nice. I think so, I remember. I think I put the Something happened here. What happened here? Oh, more stuff to pick up, and the research is done. Okay. But if I remember my magic, I've definitely put the Sigil of Killing Blows. The lower health you've got, the more damage you deal. It can do a lot of extra damage depending on low health
I got it.
enemies. Wisp, Unbroken, and Disfavored Corpses. So we've got ourselves a Disfavored Bracer, which I believe is just like a lore item you can sell. Like, you grab it, you read the lore on it, and then you can sell it. Right. There's a lot of enemies over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop Resolve up. You were gonna pop Finesse up. You were gonna pop Resolve up. I'm gonna start using these more often now. You're gonna pop what's the Vitality up for you? You got that there, isn't it? There it is, Vitality up. Pop that up. And then let's move you up front. There's 5 enemies there.
Trouble is
Oh, 6 enemies there. 2 Malices as well. Okay, you're gonna have to taunt everyone you can get your hands on. Okay. Okay, now start moving together and start doing some big spells. They're not gonna be able to hit everyone. Tell a lie, we can't hit everyone. We'll do what we can. You cast that spell. You're gonna cast Path of Frost. No, you're gonna cast that there. They're caster types, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Which means you cast that spell, and you can swap to the fire version of that, which they can all get hit by. Good.
Nobody saw that, right?
Right. Okay. Then Vital Body on you. If you're done casting it, Vital Body on you. You can cast Vital Body on you.
I'll tear your scalp out by your ass.
Okay, then, right, let's keep movement on, like... Rhyme Fireball works on these guys because, of course, I forget that Rhyme Fireball also deals cold damage. It deals ice and fire and frost damage.
Oh, that one's fucking...
You need to heal up. You need to heal up. You need to pop a heal as well, actually. You pop that for a bit. Okay, you are casting. You've done casting, but you can do that. Hits everyone. Did you just fail the Flying Fireball again? Really? Come on. Fulmination hits everybody. Not gonna do much about these guys, but it'll hit the 2 ones. You are low. You need to go into... You just cast that, so cast that now.
Take that.
Healer! You did. You're very low. You are very, very, very low. Okay, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on you. Hopefully I've got time to do that. Okay, we got some Scourges have died at least. That's something. Okay, you got Mirror Imaged. Right, you're gonna cast the Arcane Missile there. You're gonna cast... you're gonna move over here and cast the Twisting Flame there. Come on. Good, that works. You guys are vulnerable to lightning, which means I'm definitely going to be casting Electric Jolts on you guys. You can cast Electric Jolt on them as well.
Not a problem.
Take me if you can.
Alright, they're all dead. Can you get in their faces, please? You need to cast something on yourself. Good.
Another scar? Fine.
You're wounded again. No, you're not wounded, but you can pop another potion. And get into combat, please. Get in melee combat with both of them. You can just Fulmination I'm assuming okay, those aren't back yet, so you're going to go over there and cast Fulmination on them. Cast Fulmination. You're going to cast over here, please. Keep them spread out. You've actually not taken any damage whatsoever. They're invulnerable to lightning, to cold, so we're going to focus on that. Cast the Arcane Missile. Are you confused or something at the moment? Singe, Defender's Watch. You just dashed. Okay, you just cast Defender. You just did the Defender's Dash. Okay, you need to cast. You need to heal yourself up. Greater Healing Potion. That's a large amount of health. That's 100. Why is that so high health? Pop a Lesser Healing. You are that. You pop a Lesser Healing as well. You need to cast Restoring. Okay, good. That was really low in health for a second there. You also need to go ahead and cast other healing stuff that you haven't got. You can cast you can cast Electric Jolt on one of them. Focus our effects on one of them, shall we?
I got it.
Alright.
Right.
Can you heal up? You can heal up. Poke up again. What are you doing? Cast Electric Jolt, please. Did you miss again? You keep missing. This is not good. Don't keep missing. That's not useful. Fulmination. The verse is on a lot of low health. Okay, good. That happened. That helped most.
I'll do it for the North.
Can you? Can I actually... Damn. Malice knocked out verse. Have you got? Who's got any regen? Have you got any? Does anyone have any restoration potions? No, we do not. Which means you're down for the fight. Unless I've got a regeneration potion. Regeneration spell. I think the Lantry has a regeneration spell. Ah, Resurgence. Point to fallen ally and have them rejoin the fight.
Dark all of a sudden.
Do it.
On it.
Get into combat as well. Good. Malice just comes up and kill him. Good. And that's that must be Dauntless. That was quick and simple and easy. Right, let's grab everything you need to grab. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, that can go into there. That is damaged metal. I believe that's another lore item. That can go in there. Doesn't get put in here. You can go there. Okay, start clearing out these bodies. White stone. Okay, what do you have here? A couple more potion of elemental barriers and a couple more potion of invisibility. And an old water. Quickly rest up just in case grabbing that thing causes a monster to appear. Everything okay? Good. A Dauntless, one-handed masterwork weapon. Stalwart Surge. It is an artifact. Raise the Dauntless high, releasing a wave of energy to stun all nearby enemies. Damage increases with the Dauntless's renown. One-handed weapon? One-handed weapon. I guess Barak just got himself a new weapon. As your hand touches the hilt of the sword, a rush of sensation courses up your arms as if you had dunked them in warm water. The feeling is at once calming and overwhelming and leaves you breathless. Dauntless. I saw that blade carve up too many friends during the Stalwart campaign. The locals rallied around it, sang anthems when it was drawn. It's every bit as meaningful to Unbroken as the Sentinel stand. If you ever needed a sword big enough to cleave the old walls in half, that would be it. Careful where you point that thing. Well, excuse me. That's Dauntless you're holding, the famed blade of the regions of Stalwart. There's a lot of history behind that sword, although most anyone who cared about that history is probably dead. But focus on the positive. What a charming new toy you've found. As you grow accustomed to the sword's weight, your thoughts are drowned out by a perpetual buzz of voices, fragments of inspiring speeches, glorious battle cries, and the anticipation of triumph to come. That feeling subsides as quickly as it struck. Dauntless pulses in your hand, its potential desperate for release. Your perspective is divided between holding a sword and holding a living symbol. The distinction at times grows hazy. We've acquired Dauntless. We've got more power. What's our power at the moment? Our power then is 650. It was 600 before. Return to Blade and Mark. Can you carry that sword? You're currently using the Scarlet Fury side. It's way more DPS, way more accuracy, less penetration. But I'm willing to work with a bit of that. We can put that there. Good. Let me just refill everyone who needs refilling. You need another kind of health potion. Here, have some of the healing potions. That is what, 35? That's 50% health. Good. And you can go there. Bam. I've got the massive healing if I require it. Invisibility. What are our potions like at the moment? Okay, let's get rid of fruits. You're carrying all our food then. Cheeses, water, mead. What else are the foods we require? Raw meat. Vitality and might, that might be you. Blood moss. Potion of elemental barrier. Again, all these things might be very useful. I should look into using these more. Invisibility. I'm gonna get all these out of here so I can actually look at what I'm doing with them. Armor versus arcane and magic defense up, probably very useful. Potion of protections. Azure Bell is hit deflection, parry, and finesse. Probably useful for you. Blood pollen, remove random hostile effect. Sable root, delay unconsciousness, move speed and resolve up. Okay, you're gonna get that. Rot Spear, enraged for +4 might, so that can go to you as well. Waking Death will revive when defeated for 120 seconds. If you die, you come back, basically. And that is Armor Arcane. So we're basically going to get those out so we can start working with them. There's some very nice weapons here as well. Tempest is in party stash? Because you currently got Axe of the First Brother, which is not an artifact. Again, you are Axe of the First Brother. You are Sever. Sever is an artifact, correct? No. No, hang on. That's Tempest, right? Okay. Our artifacts now at the moment include Magebane Helm, Tempest, and Dauntless. Okay. You guys start using that. You can start using that. Right. Let's start making things like that can come off there. You don't need that. That you use before combat. We want in combat. We want the things that use that we require to use in combat. Like Cairn's Leaf, +4 armor, +1 endurance defense, that goes for you. You have a Potion of Revival, okay. Useful to know. Potion of Invisibility. Skycap. Dire Remedy. Dire Remedy probably would be sort of spread around as well. I might have to do a bit of potion management. Rot Spear. A lot of interesting. Marshberry. That's useful for you. Scarlet Poison. Blood Moss can come out as well. Waking Death. Probably everyone can use Waking Death. Okay, so everyone can use Waking Death, so put a Waking Death on everybody. That's there to if you get low on health, you can get Waking Death to stop you from coming back. It's basically a last-ditch effort. You can probably raw meat something you might use before battle. That you might have to pop before battle as well, because you've got no armor penetration on Dauntless anymore. Though you do have Stalwart Surge. Interesting. Okay, and you've got Vagrant's Chaw. You can probably do with what can you do with here? There'll be a lot of messing around with stuff, to be honest. Fatiguing Toxin, Swig of Insight, Blood Beast Pollen, Old Water gives you Arcane. So difficult to figure out what to do with all this. You can get that there, good. Poisons, keep the poisons up for you. That's poison does corrode damage, that poison does gives you poison effects. Rot Spear increases your might if you ever need to increase the might. It gives you enraged as well. Yeah, we'll keep it like that for the time being. Right. We got what we wanted. We need to head back to Blade and Mark now, right? We also need to go into the blade, into the other spire. So we'll do that right now. Although, what does this actually do then? Let's figure this out. Artifact ability. Damage around you, 1 per rest, does 8 to 23 arcane damage. Foe versus endures and can cause stunned. Cool. Right, Old Walls Breach. Move over and let's do that then. Okay, so we are at the Old Walls Breach.
On it.
Probably a big dungeon of sorts. Gregos. Probably of the Unbroken. We have Dauntless here, so we can pick those up. Let's keep moving in a sort of sneaky way.
You didn't see nothing.
We have light leather armor boots. Strictly worse than the Bloodhound sandals. Strictly worse than those light leather boots. Because you got superior equipped. These are just exquisite. I'm using Bronze Brotherhood Greaves and you can't change your armor anyway. Okay. Let us say hello. At attention! A band of unbroken warriors rouse into position as their leader stands alert to your presence. I'd ask if you are a friend or foe to the Unbroken, but we have no friends in these parts. State your business or be gone. I have no time to suffer the whims of wandering fools, so I want to finish this expedition and get out of here before we end up as fodder for the Bane. I'm just here to collect some artifacts. I'm not trying to get in your way. You're a bigger fool than I could have credited you if you think I'd allow you to plumb the old walls to rob us of our stalwart heritage. As much as I like the idea of your ravaged corpse decorating those halls, I'm not in the habit of taking chances. But let's not pretend you're going to do anything other than what we're going to do. Or stop. Okay, fair enough. Turns out we're not getting the Unbroken on side, I think. Ah, you were hidden, Skyblade. You are Hieronymus. Sage Apprentice. Sage Apprentice. Oh well.
Come at
The fight has begun.
me, grave me.
You taunt all of them there?
Are you afraid of
Good, they're all taunted. Brilliant. Move over here and start casting Twisting Flame. You can just cast Path of Frost, I think. Might as well move over here as well. Path of Frost across them as well. Yeah. Cast that, and you can also cast 1 per rest, once per rest. Stormwheel, Unraveling. You know what? Cast Ram Fireball there. You're casting that. You can actually cast Stalwart Surge. Just to see what it does. They're stunned as well. Beautiful. And swing in your sword. Good, they're stunned and frozen. Just taking lots of damage, to be honest. You can cast the Icicle Shower, whatever it's called. Hit! Thank you! And you can go ahead and cast Lightning Storm there. You can cast your little bouncy. Someone died. You get hobbled and weakened. Hobbled is minus, weakened is minus 5. Ooh. Oh dear. Right. What are we casting? We're casting a Rhyme Spike. What are you doing? You're gonna cast Electric Jolts. You haven't got much more in the AoE. You can cast that one, I suppose. Lightning Bolt. You can cast Fulmination, hits all of them.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Okay. You move up here. Start punishing you.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Rhyme Fireball. Boom. Mage Fire frozen. A lot of damage dealt. In that case, you can give it Electric Jolt. Banner of Stalwart heals loads of people, unfortunately. Which means you'll have to deal with that.
I'm on.
Arcane Missile again. Stunned. You're on lowish. You got lowish health, so you're gonna do like Charged Fist on you.
Damn thing couldn't pierce.
No, Charged Fist on you. More important. Because that dealt a lot of damage. Grazed, but also dealt damage. And can you get all of them? We can get all of them. Nice. And yeah, cast your Phantom Bolts and your Concussive Bolts and whatever. Come on. Fulmination! Fulmination! Rhyme Fireball! Too late. It's going for the charge. Swing! You missed.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Ooh, nice. Big hit. Okay, how are we doing? You just killed someone and then more people, and we just teleported. Am I next? The sage points at his quill at the unbroken corpses, biting his lip as he finishes the final scribblings of a note. I was trying not to eavesdrop on your scuffle, but now I have the witnesses to duty obliges that I record it. Come and silence the record if you must, but I warn you, the sages have long written memories. No need for concern, I'm only here to kill Unbroken. I'm not here to kill Unbroken. I guess I am trying to make a legend for myself now, and we have decided that the Archon is only as strong as the belief in the Archon. So, my name is Sanan Tenys. We should include that detail several times. Oh, yes, yes. Can be sure that I will account for as much if I can get as much as I can get down. But do make a note that I did not start the fight, I merely ended it. His face reddens with a smile as he furiously comments about it. Noted. And how this may humble servant of let us be of assistance. I understand that we both seek items within the underwalls. What are the sages doing here with the Unbroken? Let us say we are sympathetic to each other's causes. It also helps that we're both interested in the arcana of yesteryear. The region artifacts are supposed to be fascinating specimens, and no sage would, in good conscience, refuse an opportunity to study. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I am Hieronymus, journeyman of the School of Ink and Quill. I scribed under Graver's crane, and 17 tomes are bound by my hand. All other details are just vanity. I am more accustomed to studying others than to extolling my own facts. I'm looking for the steadfast insignia. Tell me what you know. Artifacts are a fascinating business, are they not? And Stalwart's decorated military history yielded so much intrigue around them. The steadfast insignia was prominently displayed in every unbroken battle where Regent Aspion fought. Aspison fought. Over the years it became something of a rallying marker, and its presence alone accounted for many notable victories. It lies within, but no good discoveries without its pitfalls. The Unbroken and I were attempting to recover a few relics of interest from the old walls, but a swarm of scourges put a halt to that plan. We recovered a torch key during our ill-fated first attempt to breach the old walls. I have seen fashioned stones like it before, but what we don't know about them will fill a library. Unfortunately, when we were attacked, we got separated from Gregos' men, and one of the soldiers still has the torch key. His corpse does, to be exact. Where's the soldier's body? This is southeast of the breach. Take care. Those beasts may still be on the hunt. What does the torch key do? It appears to be a part of a lock and key system within the old walls. If only we could replicate such crafts on a grander scale as the builders of this place. In any case, you'll need the torch key if you want to scour the ruins below. What are the next steps? Once you get the torch key, you'll be able to venture past the first chamber. Of course, given our aborted efforts, you can understand why we hesitated to enter the old walls. My scribe, Javala, didn't survive the trip. The poor girl. I don't mean to pry, but the Magebane will serve you well on the other side of the breach, though it may not block out the horrors of those unsightly creatures. I'll answer any questions you have, though you're apt to tell me more of interest than the other way around, I'm sure. What are you seeking in the old walls? My research suggests that those within nearby old walls are a set of stones carved with ancient script. For lack of a better term, I call them the Stones of Elucidation. His hand darts to his satchel, producing a hand-drawn sketch of an ordinary circle. I know this sketch doesn't capture the wonder, and frankly, we don't really know what they do. We have found spheres of identical size but differing glyphs in over a dozen desperate regions of the old walls. As we find more of these stones, we can compare commonalities and sigils. A large enough collection to study. We hope to crack the language of the old walls. Who can guess what we might learn from them? It's been a slow process. Constructing dead languages without living witnesses is singularly frustrating. It is a tall request, but I doubt Tunon selects fools for Fatebinders. I could use someone with your mettle to brave the old walls. What's in it for me? For you? What do we want? A fair mention in the Chronicles, money, or a copy of one of the arcane texts? A fair mention is reward enough. That's it? I thought you were going to shake me down for my last copper ring. I don't make a point to modify the record, but it'll help me out and I'll aggrandize your role by telling of the deeds. Good. What are the steadfast insignia? It's just a simple trinket to the untrained eye, but every first regent since before the Unbroken earned that name. Wore this badge into battle. Stalwart folk are ever famous for standing their ground, and the steadfast insignia embodies their immovable nature. The wearer can resist any charge, push, or shove. The layers of rust let you judge the age of footprints here in the Blade Grave, and these tracks leading into the old walls date back to the opening days of Kyros' storm. What else can you read in the rust patterns? My working hypothesis is that the only person with their feet on the ground during the peak of the storm would have been the bearer of the steadfast insignia. But I suppose we don't know for certain until we look. What can you tell me of the old walls? This would speak volumes, Honourable Fatebinder, but I will summarise. The old walls predated settlement of the tiers. The passageways crisscross the landscape, but most good folk steer clear. Kyros' laws forbid entry, which hasn't always been a problem for us, but even we saw the good sides to stay out. Explorers have their own found artwork, funerary remains, and other relics of civilization predating our own. But most find quick death in the old walls, as the current inhabitants are inhuman predators, the creatures of arcane power that appear to travel in the mists. What can I expect inside? The worst. The old walls are filled with arcane beasts that attack erratically and with little warning. My colleagues can only speculate on what they are and what possible sustenance, if any, they find in the old walls. That said, if you see one, it would be unwise to approach it and ask clarifying questions. Can you deliver a message for me? Not currently. Just no. My Thunderdove is carrying another missive at the moment. When she's returned, there may be room in my bundle for a note or two. Oh, cool. Fair enough. I kind of want to... I will retrieve the torch key, but... Firstly, let's loot what needs looting. Ooh. Weeping Wound and Skyblade Javelin. Weeping Wound is a two-handed superior weapon, which is grave-lit. One weapon critical... would restore a paltry amount of health, really. Wow. And you are just Skyblade Javelin, use the Javelin. Okay, I'm going to grab you. And that is Cloth Hat, which is better. Okay, and then I guess it's not useful for everyone, for anyone. This, just grab it. I do want to go pick up Lantry before I go in. I know I haven't taken Lantry around for a while, but the old wall seems like a place where Lantry would be useful. Besides, I want to head over. I want to head back to the to that and see what the research has been done. Get some more research going. Teleport there, pick up Lantry, because we're going to need Lantry to go into the old walls and get sigils on the walls anyway. Eb is going to take a back seat in this moment. Sage Garrus, what up? What's the status of the research? What happened? You got a Hierarch's robes. Okay, increases the magical attitude of the wearer. Cool. Take all that. Let us research something. Research items. Okay, just research that then. Let's pick up... where is Lantry? Hey, Lantry. Lantry, what up?
One moment, my friend.
Good. Right, so...
I'll tack homeward. See you there.
We'll temporarily drop Ebb. You need to level up, don't you? You got 1 point to put somewhere. And that's going to be on... spell cooldowns, I think. And we're definitely working on healing here, so... Control life. Even more control life points, maybe? Or you can give moderate, so you give plus 20 lore, or an extra plus 10 to control life. That's just strictly better, so we're going to grab that. That is still heading into the old walls. That is still Dauntless as our next artifact. So hang on, so that's that. You kill the fool with a critical hit. You use the artifact's power. Okay, using the power helps. Okay, good to know. We need to rest as well.
Yes.
I also need to give you some gear, don't we? Right. Give you some. Let's make sure you get some gear, because we need. Okay, that's what. Okay, heavy leather helm is probably. That's better than heavy leather helm. Heavy leather boots, blood chanted sandals is strictly better. So put that on there. There, and that's strictly better as well. Ninja Lantry. Go Ninja Lantry. You've got not any good body armor, unfortunately. And even your armors aren't great. So you might see about swapping some of that around. Let's go. We can't rest here. We need to rest at the other one. Rest at the other tower. Movement is instantaneous after all, so might as well just teleport to the tower. Then get some rest. Probably I might even buy some Fatebinder clothes for Tunon. Is it you selling this stuff? Yeah, you got so you, for example, that would be better Lightbinder, Fatebinder cloth armor. Put that, and then you need cloth gloves as well, don't you? You lose recovery. Fatebinder tune on head wrap. Fatebinder tune on gloves. Strictly better, and the hood. Okay, no, we'll do that. We shall also look into selling. What can we sell? Everything in here. That can all get sold. That can 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 get sold. That helps greatly mitigate that. Skyblade Javelin can go. Scarlet Fury Scythe can go. Vile Tongue. If you're named, we'll keep you. You're good. We're actually getting 50,000 on that, so no, 50, yeah, 50 bronze rings on that, give or take. Right, let's make sure you wear Fatebinder's clothes. You look alright. Look like a proper Fatebinder now. Just vaguely amusing. Can you actually wear the... You can actually get a shield on there, can't you? Which gives you way more dodge. Slightly reduces your recovery, but gives you like way more dodge. Might as well. Okay. And what's our status like? Like so. Like so, and we got a front line here. Good. Right, let's head back to the old walls. Lantry will come with us. And I also need to take a look at Lantry's spells. Lantry's mostly being a healer, but we'll see what his spells are doing at the moment. Lantry, what about your spells? You got a lore of 104. Okay, yours, yeah, so we can do that. That... Accuracy is irrelevant for that one, isn't it? Restoring touch is as high as it's going to get for you. What else can you do with cores here? Healing Aura. 80. You can put Healing Aura. I guess that will definitely do something. Oh, hang on. One thing you can do is just up that up to that. But bam. 51 health, update that. Thank you very much. That as well. That can't go that high. It cannot go that high. That's a huge up for you. 90. Ooh, guarded form would not do. Last for longer? 105, that'll do. Lasts for longer. Ranged area of effect. Would be interesting because I guess it puts an AoE down. But last for longer will definitely be useful. You need more spells. You're kind of using the School of Illusion. So, Mischievous Mask causes Frightened and Blinded. Spectral Blur, Unravel Minds. The Mirror Image. Yeah, you definitely need something to do. That gives you Polish Arms. Gives you a Sigil Volcanic Weapon. Does extra damage on a... Ooh, interesting. Polished Arms gives someone else armor penetrated and extra damage on a hit, so we'll give that to you. All the healing stuff, basically, all that's left is Healing Aura. I guess is vaguely useful. We'll replace something else with Healing Aura. Possibly Spectral Blur. Possibly Spectral Blur. Hundreds, range, AoE, that's not good enough. That is Healing Aura. What? So we need to give you more slots. Do that. You definitely are a healer.
Right.
You do nothing much but heal. Okay, can he talk to you yet? Okay, I was going to wonder if you were mentioning anything because we have Lantry with us. And Lantry is of course part of the school of... We can rest here as well. Ha. We need a rest here. Alright, so... Hello.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Okay, we got here a Scavenger Mask, which is strictly better because it's exquisite rather than just superior. Okay, and then that goes into... That is a Bane-touched staff, a Gravelit staff. That might be interesting to give to... That might be interesting to give to Ebb. And a potion of that. Okay, good. Oh, hang on, there's something up there we missed. Oh, I thought it was a bed. It's just something we can scavenge. I thought it was a sleeping thing. Nah, we good. Okay, anything good? Good.
Can't do that.
Now the southeast, I'm assuming it's over here. I'm assuming the torch key is going to... This is the breach. The torch key is going to be over here.
Brace yourself.
Okay, what's the situation here? Who are you? Really? We're in a really bad position right now. You need to basically dash. Use your... What's your ability? Defender's charge. Go. For God's sake. Oh my god, this is horribly badly. Jesus. Didn't realize it were that badly configured for this fight. Okay, let's figure this out then. Taunt them, for the love of God, taunt the dervishes. Taunt these guys. You need to perhaps switch weapons, maybe?
No can do.
Yeah, this is horribly bad. Lantry move. Good.
Right.
We're trying to disengage, but we need to... No, Jesus. What are you doing here?
Just point me in the right direction.
Okay, they're done up there. Okay, good.
On it.
Artifact ability... No, we're not going to do that yet. There's not need for that. You... Frankly... cast the healing aura on you, because that'll keep everyone happy. Healing aura, you. These guys are vulnerable to ice, but I haven't gotten the ice with me, so we're going to have to use Rhyme Fireball, which also does ice damage.
As you command.
Healing aura. Yeah, so we're going to... You're now emitting the healing aura, which is going to help us out a bit. You can definitely start hitting people, it's not a problem. You can definitely hit people here. I suggest you start hitting people, frankly. We're all frightened. Why are you frightened?
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass!
Yeah, we hit that thing quite hard. Get some nice hits in.
That's how it's fucking done!
Right, okay. Can we get our front line aligned, please? Thank you. Oh, it's the healing aura. It's the healing aura that's still ticking away. There we go. That's the healing aura that's still ticking away. Okay, let's go pick...
Look at that, future corpse.
Okay, get things up and running, shall we? You're casting Vital Body on somebody. Just fine. We need to cast lightning spell. We're going to cast Fulmination. Can you cast... No, you. Can you cast Clash of Iron?
No.
Dent.
Control lightning is way up. Nice. And immediately afterwards follow that up with the lightning thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. You get to move it forward a little bit and cast Unraveling Minds. Unravel Minds. Did you cast Unravel Minds? You did not. Can you cast Unravel Minds, please? God's sake. Good. And then Electric Jolts. I can cast Rhyme Fire, because Rhyme Fire will help with you.
Will do.
Oh, beautifully done. That was much better. That is definitely what you're supposed to be doing here. We just kill two things at once. They could just kill two things at once. You've taken damage from something.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass!
You're low in health. Let's see if we can solve that problem. Vital Body on yourself. You get to cast Restoring Touch on yourself. 44? Why are you 44?
I got it.
You should be 44. You should be way more than that.
Fall before me.
And the base of the spell should be, you know, 51. Why are you casting 44? Why is it 44? It should be 51. understand. That should be 51%. Assuming you've got the torch. Yeah, you got Garn, torch key, and scavenger leather gloves. Strictly better, although they don't have the multi-strike. Multi-strike is just so powerful. Plus, loads of armor increases precision, and that's actually pretty decent. Precision, of course, being the way to upgrade it, hitting graze to hit and hit to crit. You got the torch key at least, that's something. A shield. A slugfist gauntlets awaited. That's what I'm currently using, correct? Yes, it is.
I'm carrying too much.
Am I? Oh, I just got full. That's why. We got moved down here. So increased lowers my armor. Weighted. What does weighted do? Weighted gives me if I crit someone, they get proned. Let's do that then. I know I was like all about like the heavy armor, but might start tuning that down a little bit. My heavy armor build does not seem to be working.
That wasn't so hard.
Everything over here, everything good, everything gleaming. Hang on, interesting question for the quest items pocket. A road torch key and a Garn torch key.
Sorry.
The other old walls had something that I couldn't use because it required a torch key for a different wall. I wonder if it's off this place. Right, we're gonna have to rest soon, so use artifact abilities before we rest. That's the plan, is use all the artifact abilities we can before we rest. Get some artifact happiness up. Okay, there's some Banes over here. Okay, can you just please just temporarily, quickly just rearrange ourselves into a front line? Good. Situations are... It's clear if this Bane snare was destroyed by the Unbroken trying to get in, or the Bane attempting to escape. The crystal on the beacon shimmers softly as you bring the torch key closer. I think that is the symbol from the other one.
More of them coming. Ready yourself, Binder.
Okay. Move around here temporarily, quickly. Really? Getting quite close. Can we just send a spell out and hit someone? We just send out Twisting Flame there. I'll hit you. There's a bunch of damage up front, and we just start the combat. You. Why? You here. You attack this guy. You move away. No. Oh, God's sake.
Bleed out, you little shit.
I've always been a fan of turn-based combat to stop this mess from happening. I was like, no, you go to that one, you go to that one. It's like, no, they just move in different directions. It's like, nope, not what I wanted at all. Lightning bolt's not going to do anything for me, is it? No. So, Rhyme Fireball it is.
Right.
Move around here, and you can cast Unravel Minds.
That one fucking hurt.
Oh, so yeah, we're going to do the artifact ability. So we're going to cast Arcane Unraveling. Cast Arcane Unraveling. You get to cast... I've rested.
Will do.
Take me if you can.
Arcane Unraveling, please. Stays and stunned, and then Stormwheel does damage to everyone,
Now it's fucking done.
to everyone around. So Arcane Unraveling.
Tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Probably doesn't do... Come to think of it, that does shock damage, doesn't it? Yeah. Completely useless, that thing's immune to that.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Born of magic.
That does look awesome, though.
Walls is their crash.
Okay, let's do a quick rest. Here to restore our spells, restore your wounds, roll back to... Okay.
On it. I'm carrying too much.
Oh yeah, I am carrying too much, I need to remember that. Drop stuff off. To shunt something, need to shunt some stuff to other people as well. Forget that gems aren't automatically put into the thing as well. Move over there. You can get. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get Potion of Protection and Potion of Heroes. You good? Potion? Yeah, you got. You're fine. You have that over there. You can get. What are you gonna get on you? Get Put that there. Good. Okay.
Another battle. I think we're bad at making friends.
Unraveling? Unravel minds. Unravel them minds.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Dazed, stunned, wounded. Good. Move around and get in there and start swinging, please.
New dent.
They do explode when they die, I think.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Healing aura is happening. Come on, get some damage in there. Lantry, well done. Good. And you can pick that up. What do you have here? Broken armor and a peridot. Right, that is something there. Okay, so yes, it is this one because I think the other one had something like that. So Garn, torch key. Ooh, and something else to be picked up here. Hello. A light bronze boots, which are that's a corrode and arcane. It just gives you flat out armor. It lowers the armor for shock and okay, fair enough. Just don't even bother with that, to be honest. Put that there. And I think we'll call it here for now. But we shall carry on next time exploring the old walls. I'll catch you guys next time, folks. See you then. Bye.